Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted DM, GM, judge, and ref, Brian. You know, with all this COVID thing that's been going on in the world and how they've mandated the quarantine, and it's just not affecting our lives, it's affecting everybody's lives. I mean, we're talking something that spans this entire planet. It's really easy to get very discouraged with the way things have been going. And I know for me, things have slowed down considerably at work. Junior, who works right alongside me, I know that things have slowed down for him as well. Koosh and Nick both are now working from home as mandated by their businesses. Even my wife is now mandatorily working from home. And both of my kids are quarantined at home. Homeschooling, that's what I'm doing now. I am your elementary teacher, Brian, as well as DM, GM, math wizard, and ESL, which is English Language Arts, ELA. All these acronyms. Anyways, but you know, it's really easy to get discouraged during these times. I know I had my own meltdown a couple days ago, and so has everybody else in this house, and I'm sure everybody else out there is having one as well. And if we could just find a respite, some way to take our mind out of this and have fun just for a while, for an hour, say, then I think that we owe it all to ourselves to take that moment, take that time, and enjoy ourselves with it. And that's what we at Roll Hard 20 podcast are hoping to do. Because I know that even though we don't get together once a week right now, we can't. So we can't go to the rage room. It is completely dark at this time. The table of judgment sits silently like a monument, just waiting for somebody to sit at it. And so we have to find a way to continue to entertain ourselves, and that's why we're now going with the whole video thing on and distributing it on YouTube. And I try to get the audio out to the website, and then there disseminate the RSS feeds to all the other podcast applications out there. But for us, that's our getaway, is when we meet for once a week and we could see each other through this beautiful technology that we have at our disposal, that 50 years ago they probably had one giant orb eye that was sitting in the corner, and it was Big Brother watching some little nerd typing away at a computer, which is, I think we're nerds now too. Anyways, but yeah, I invite each and every one of my fellow slingers out there to please join us for these sessions. Sit in with us as you watch. Feel like you're part of us, because you're one of us. And if it helps take your mind off this whatever's going on out here in the world, then please take solace that it's helping us too, and we want to be part of that with you as well. Feel free to write into the show at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com. Visit the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. Check out in all of our facial all of our social platforms, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're out there. Write into us. Just drop us a hi. Let us know that you guys are doing all right, and tell us where you're from too. Let us know how things are going. Hopefully they're going better, and they're getting better daily. Now, without any further ado, I present to you the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, Session 2. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Video go to shit.
Just crash.
Yeah.
Junior, I'm gonna recall. Scissors recorded. My video's all fucked up because I can't resize it to see anybody's face.
Well, see you later.
How do you do that?
So, I don't know.
Window float. I don't know.
What we're going to do is we're just going to play without him.
All right.
Good
I brought
luck.
my dice.
Are you there?
Uh,
Oh shit! I need dice.
I have to turn the video back on every time. It defaults to off.
Yeah, we don't want creeping.
No creeping allowed.
No creeping. You recording this already? Oh.
Yeah, I'm still recording. So does everyone have a good time after last session?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. All right. Then let us begin. Greetings, fellas. What?
Give me a second. I just need to organize my notes a little bit more.
No, man. We do this raw. You let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I just got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Warm up that dice.
Let's see what I get over here. 9, 9, and 18. So 3, 4, 5. 17.
All right. All right, let's see.
Kush, is your picture frozen again, or are you actually still doing something?
Could be frozen, or you can't tell that I am typing.
Share screen. Whoa, I don't know what that did.
What'd you do?
Your screen will show what your screen is. So
Oh.
as long as you don't have any, anything you're embarrassed about showing.
Oh, no. Better hide that porn.
No, share it.
Yeah, I was thinking in this room, Brian might want you to share. So
I'm trying to figure out what this all does with the view. Got the grid view. You got what's the speaker view?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Oh, say something, Junior.
Hi.
No, that didn't work. All right, let's go back to this. All right. Kush, are you ready? You done fucking around?
There we go. Now you guys are big.
just about.
What are we drinking tonight? What's the wine for today, Nick?
No wine. I got some Stellas.
All right. Some 805s over here.
Oh yeah.
Voodoo. I gotta represent, man. And this time I brought more than 2.
Good. I brought a 3-pack because I already drank the other 3.
Oh man, you should have jumped on.
Oh no, I was cleaning up.
Could have got lit. Are you ready now?
Yeah, now I'm ready.
All right. Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, Quarantine Edition, Session 2. First and foremost, I hope everyone listening to this show is enjoying the new medium, as it's the only way my fellow Hard Slingers and I can get together during these trying times. You know, once everything settles down, I don't think we'll be running the flagship this way, but we most certainly will be doing releasing other content like this. I think, Kush, you and I, we had talked about that, where whether we're doing recaps or one-offs or just catching up on the week or whatever, or even still just continuing what we're doing right now. I know that you and I had spoke about that, and I think that's once we've released actual videos of our faces and us doing stuff, we kind of want to keep it going other than just the straight up audio. What do you think about that, Nick? You good with that?
Yeah, I think it might be a good option. Just kind of mix things up.
Yeah, especially on those weeks if things get busy and we can't get somewhere or whatever, or we're trapped at home or somebody's sick. It's still a good way of jumping in there.
Yeah.
Junior, how do you feel about that? I think we talked about this a couple times at work too. So.
I like it. I personally, it's easy to set up. I mean, everyone can just hop online whenever, and I think it's great. I mean,
all you do is just move the clothes from one side of the closet to the other when you go in there, so you got that nice white wall behind you.
That's right.
I don't.
Should
Junior's
see
not,
the rest
Junior's
of
not
my
coming
life.
back. He's not coming back to the garage, dude. He's found his
No,
way.
he's not.
That's
He
right.
went from playing in the rage room to playing in the rage closet.
I'm just gonna send you an iPad, and you could just prop it up right there.
But I also want to extend a get well soon to one of our fellow hard slingers, Eric, who's been stricken down and hospitalized with pancreatitis. Tragedy strikes even the hard slingers. So get well, old man, and let's toss one back real fast for him. Remember to check us out on your favorite podcast app. Leave us that 5-star review. And now you got something to visualize when you check us out on YouTube. Now I'm going to pass it off to the man intent on seeing that the group never reaches level 2, our trusted dungeon master, Koosh.
You don't know how true that is. I love level 1, and we're going to stay here forever, even if that means I have to kill you all repeatedly.
You just keep killing each one of our level 1 characters. I've got 2 of them ready in the standby, and we'll see what we can do.
All right. Okay, so to reiterate really quick, we are going to be playing The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh from Ghost of Saltmarsh book. And it is the first adventure. It's for 4 level 1 players. So obviously I did have to make some adjustments to ensure that I did not, in fact, kill all of you immediately. So
I appreciate the 3 weasels instead of the 6 weasels.
The 2 snakes instead of the 5.
Right?
No, actually, there were only 2 snakes.
They were just on the same body.
But I will say, I think they were poisonous as well. Okay, so bringing us back into it, let's start with a little bit of a recap. So the party arrived at Saltmarsh, just outside of Saltmarsh proper, with immediately faced with a fork in the road. And seeing this, they immediately decided to go with what their proprietor asked and head straight to the house. After killing a family of weasels, a couple of snakes.
A family?
Yeah, now he's got to bring the family.
I know, right? You're really trying to play that sympathy card, aren't you?
You orphaned that little baby weasel, and then you killed it. You decapitated it.
Oh,
we killed the one-eyed weasel.
You found your way into the house, and after rummaging around in the kitchen, you found your way to the basement. After investigating there, you found a corpse, a couple of important items, including a note found in the corpse. However, at the end, it was the party that was found by a group of bandits. So I never gave you a description of the bandits, but when we get started, let's start with that. So it's a group of 3 bandits. One is closer to you than the rest. He seems to be the leader, and flanked on either side of him are 2 bandits with crossbows. And so from going from your left to right, the first bandit seems a little bit nondescript. There's not really too much going on there, but the center bandit, the one that looks like to be the leader, he looks like he's seen a lot of
shit.
Action. He's seen a lot of shit. Let's go with this. He's seen a lot of shit. He's got.
By any chance, are these guys a family?
Not yet. But now I'm thinking about it. He's got a broken nose, so I guess think of kind of like Owen Wilson. Actually, you know what? Let's make this easy. I'm casting Owen Wilson as the center bandit,
Okay.
and I'll make the first bandit Luke Wilson. So now they are brothers.
Is the other one
Vince Vaughn?
I was gonna say Serena Williams, but
Well, Vince Vaughn is always somewhere within the mix.
Ben Stiller.
The final and third bandit off on your right doesn't look to be more than 13 to 14 years old. Looks like a total newbie.
All right, I got dibs on the little one. Does he look like he fit in an oven?
Wait, he's not a newborn child.
Oh, okay.
No, that wasn't.
just it would fit a small
Small
child. I was
child.
thinking like 4 or 5 years old was the size of that furnace that was in Carrion Crown.
This is a 13 to 14-year-old.
We can
It's not a
stuff him.
Yeah. We can fold
Okay.
it in half.
He looks like he could fit him into a decent sized luggage. He's a scrawny dude. He looks like he could fit him into a luggage bag.
All right. So I as I was looking down on this corpse and I noticed that this wall opens up. Do I still have that pot in my hand?
You do have the cask filled with wine. You've emptied out probably half the bottle into the cask. But I do need everyone to roll for initiative.
All right. Here we go. Oh,
10.
10. Strong start.
I got a stronger one. 5.
I got a 9.
9.
Guys.
Get the
9?
low rolls out of the way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Who fucking cares? It's initiative.
Yeah, initiative is not important. Let's see. Let me jot all this down. Who was 9 again?
Nick.
Alan.
Dorian.
Dorian.
All right.
Oh.
Sorry, Nick. Sorry, Dorian.
And we had 5 from Alanon. Is that how you say it?
Alanon. Yeah.
Alion. Alion. Isn't it Alion?
Alanon.
It's Alanon, man.
Fuck me. Alanon. All right.
And all right. So first order is the leader of the bandits. So upon seeing you, Owen Wilson goes, "Wow, looks like we've got a couple of party crashers." And he looks over to the newbie and tells and says to him, "Go and see if you can find San Belay." And then the newbie just chimes up and says, "Hey, boss," and he runs off to your and out of. All right,
To my what?
Who's the closest to the door of the three of you? I think it was.
I think it might have been me. I don't know.
You think it was you?
I think because I went up to the wall and then you said it parted. So.
No, actually, I don't think it was you because you kicked over the corpse.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it was Alanon.
Okay.
Alien. Alanon. Al. Call me Al.
All right. So the leader is gonna pull out his 2 scimitars and he's gonna attack you twice.
Yeah.
All right. Does 13 hit your AC?
No.
All right. You're able to deflect his blows each time as he comes at you. And then, how are you going to react, Elias? You're right now sitting next to the corpse that you've kicked over. You see that the wall is opened up, and
Well, first of all, my name is Ellis, not Elias.
Well,
If-
Elias.
If Alanon and I had a child, we would call it Alice.
Since he attacked
I'm going
me,
to take note of that.
I am actually going to attack the first bandit, the one that attacked me.
Wait. Sorry. It is Alice's turn though.
Oh,
Well, thank you for letting me know exactly what you are going to do, Dragonborn. I will pull out both of my short swords and immediately give attack to the first man who came and attacked my lizard friend.
All right, go for it.
Oh, yeah. So +5, so 21 and 23 to hit.
That.
And
Both of them.
if he hasn't been hit yet, he gets a sneak attack on him.
Yeah. No, he's next to Alanon, so you get the sneak attack.
Okay. First attack does 7 points, and then 1 point, and then another 1 point. So 9 points of damage.
All right.
9.
And then I'd like to stay there and say, fuck you. You will be laying next to this corpse when I'm done with you, my friend.
All right. All right, Dorian. you've seen the same thing that Ellis has seen. I keep saying Elias.
That's what the
No,
French
you've seen
call
the
it.
same thing that Ellis has seen.
Yes, of
And-
course. That was my previous name in another town.
We're going to make another character in a different campaign and call him Ellis. Elias.
Well, it's no worse than calling out the initiative of a character that wasn't even in the thing, like I did. Who is Ellis, by the way?
Okay. So Dorian, you've seen the same thing, but you've also seen Ellis jump into the fray here and attack the leader. Behind him is one bandit with a crossbow, and you've seen the other one has scurried off to the to your left. You can't really see that one anymore.
I'm going to attack. What was it? Luke Wilson, the other brother,
Oh, you're going to attack Luke Wilson? All right, roll.
the one with the crossbow.
Yeah,
Okay, does 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Sweet.
What are you hitting him with again? Is this like a
Eldritch Blast
Eldritch Blast? All right.
A lot of hatred.
for 4 points of damage.
All right. So you fire off an Eldritch Blast. It hits Luke Wilson squarely in the shoulder. He squints his eyes more than usual. And it does look like he hurt him, but he hasn't said anything. Now, seeing that you've done this, the leader, so Owen Wilson, pipes up and says, he shouts out so that more than just Luke Wilson can hear him. He says that they have a caster like Sambalay. Kill him first. And
Sambalay, I believe I've had that at one bar or another.
and then Luke Wilson will fire his crossbow at you, Dorian. Does 12 hit?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, barely.
Do you only make characters with no armor?
Dorian, you
Yeah.
take 8 points of damage.
Oh, fuck.
Cool.
I rolled maximum.
Oh no.
And
Can we
I
drop the monk? I mean, the warlock?
yeah.
That might be enough to knock down the warlock in one hit.
No, it is. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
They succeeded on taking him down.
Fuck.
Oh God.
Way to
Okay.
go, Dungeon Master.
It's fine. He's got 3 death saves. And at the end of the bandit's turn, the teenage bandit comes back, and he says, "Sambalay's down in his office," and that is the end of his turn. He used his action to play. It is Alanon's turn.
Alanon's
Jesus Christ, these names.
Just call me Al.
I may do that.
Let's see. I'm going to attack. What was the second guy that fired the crossbow? Who's he playing?
Oh, Luke Wilson.
Dorian.
Luke Wilson. All right. I'm going to take out my longsword and attack Luke Wilson. Oh, and probably miss with a 9.
9 will miss, yes. All right. We are back to the leader. He is going to attack both you and Ellis. So it's Elanon and Ellis. All right. So Elanon, does 16 hit your AC?
16 hits it.
Okay. Ellis, you definitely dodge out of the way.
Of course I do.
Elanon, you take 7 points of damage.
Oh. All
I'll
right.
be back to get your corpse later, my friends.
All right.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah. Ellis, you just dodged a scimitar. What do you do?
Immediately riposte and attack the leader again with both of my short swords for 17, and the other one will miss. So
All right.
the 17
Go
will
ahead, roll
hit.
damage for the 17. Yep.
7 points. Do I still get sneak attack on that guy?
Yes, you do.
He's still up? Okay. So 11 points of damage.
All right. How do you kill Owen Wilson as a bandit?
Woo!
With the first strike, I strike across the neck and pull it back, and once more reprieve right into his gaping mouth as he stares at me in awe and wonder. And it severs his spinal column right where it meets his medulla oblongata. As I watch
Right
him crumple to
before-
the floor, I look at Luke and I say to him, "Notice your brother on the floor. Surrender your weapon. Drop it now." I want to try to make an intimidation check on this guy.
All right,
Can I
go
do
for
that?
it. Yeah, go for it.
I can't see.
Doesn't wear his glasses.
-1 to that. I have a 9.
All right, perfect. So the last words out of Owen Wilson are, "Wow," and then he perishes. Uh, Dorian,
Does-
please.
Does Luke
Dorian-
drop his weapon or no?
No, he does not.
Well, it was
Dorian.
worth the effort.
All you hear is a faint wow in the distance. Make your death saving throw.
As this guy crosses over the threshold to death and sees you. Woo! Shit's going
Yeah, you
sideways
see,
in
you see Owen Wilson fly by
there. Going my
across the
way.
sea of black. Owen Wilson shoots off like a comet, and there's an echoing wow as he flies by.
Oh.
I got a 12.
12. All right, that's a pass. Perfect. All right, it's the 2 bandits' turns. Both of them are going to. So Luke Wilson, because you've tried to intimidate him, is going to attack you, Ellis. And the other, the teenage bandit, is just going to fire at you too, because he's just following what the other guy is doing. All right. Does 20 hit?
Definitely it does, yes.
All right. The other one will miss. Dude, you got lucky, man. Take 3 points of piercing damage as this bolt sails into your left shoulder.
Ah! I'll get you next. Just like I killed your fake blonde-headed brother.
Is he really fake blonde?
I don't know.
It's Hollywood. Who knows?
He doesn't do any nude shots, and I don't want to see. So
All right. Alanon, you've seen the leader crumple in front of you. The doorway is now open. There's nothing blocking your path, and there are 2 bandits with crossbows. What do you do?
Are the 2 bandits standing next to each other?
They are standing. There's a 5-foot gap between the 2.
Okay.
those would be
And
banditos.
banditos.
Dos.
All right. Dos.
Bandidos.
All right. I'm going to actually use my breath weapon, and I'm going to need you, I think both of you guys, if you guys are standing close enough to each other,
Okay.
we'll have to make...
I'm glad that I'm doing such a good job that you think I'm 2 people. All right. So you said, was it a dex save or what was it again?
Con save.
Con save. All right. So Luke Wilson got a nat 20.
Oh, that rat bastard. What is
This teenage boy that can barely handle the changes in his own body failed miserably. So
All right.
go ahead and roll damage.
What kind of damage?
It's going to be cold damage.
Roll damage.
And that is going to be for 7 for the one that failed and 3 for Luke.
Okay. All right. So you let out your breath weapon. You fire off this cold blast. Is it a beam or is it a cone?
Cone.
Cone. So you let out this cold blast. It looks like Luke Wilson, I almost said Owen Wilson, is barely holding on to his crossbow at this point. All right.
We got him
Ellis.
shaken.
He's shaking in his boots. Ellis, what do you do after your friend here lets off this cone of cold almost?
After I have deftly leaned back from this cone, I say, you missed him, my friend. And again with the two weapons. Give me another pencil. I need another pencil to... Ah!
Got too many weapons in that office.
I do.
No one's
lowest
close
number-
enough for you to sneak attack, by the way.
Okay, well, the lowest one was 18, so...
Okay, and you're attacking the same person both times?
Yes, Luke. Luke.
You've got a thing.
Use the short sword, Luke.
You've got a thing against the Wilsons. Go ahead and roll your damage.
9 points.
9
Total.
points of damage. All right. How do you take out the brother?
As I... Give me that fucking pencil again. Where's that fucking knife? Give me a real knife. I got weapons all over, but I can't find one.
You call that a knife?
Yeah, call this a knife. As I take both of these swords and gouge them into the sides of each of his neck, I say, look upon
Each
your
of his
brother.
neck.
Both of your necks. Each weapon into his singular neck, I say. Tell your brother I said hi, and I'll see you both soon. Or not. I pull the blades back out and let his body fall to the ground. And then I turn towards Dory and I kneel down beside him. I say, you don't look so good. Because I'm all out of actions.
Dorian does not respond.
I'm all out of actions.
Tickle his feet.
All right. Luke Wilson, the strong and silent bandit, has no final last words. Dorian, please make another death saving throw.
Okay. 6.
All right. 1 pass, 1 fail. As you fail this one, you hear a voice in your head. Well, obviously it's in your head. Who knows where it's really from, but urging you to get up. All right. Next is this last bandit that is shaking in his boots. He doesn't really know what to do, so he's going to attack one of you randomly. All right, he is going to attack Ellis, who's turned his back to him to take a look at Dorian. He got a fucking 1. He goes to shoot at this person that doesn't even have their back. I mean, that has their back to him. He loads the crossbow, and it misfires and lodges in the crossbow. He's going to have to clean it out next turn. Alanon, what do you do?
Al-Anon's going to take the opportunity and charge at him since he knows that he's fumbling with his weapon and striking with his long
Be
sword.
sure to leave him alive.
Yeah, that is...
Alanon, leave him alive.
Let's do 12 to hit.
12 hits.
12 hits, all right. And I'm going to hit him with the... I was going to say... Yeah, the flat portion of my long sword, so non-lethal for... Oops, sorry, hold on, let me get that dice. Oh, man, that is 4 points of non-lethal damage.
4 points of non-lethal damage as you slap this almost child with your sword. You pull your sword away. You already see that it's bruised. His face turns in the opposite direction and he faints. And he's on the ground out cold.
I would like to stabilize my ally here.
Go ahead, give me a medicine check.
They need to make this bigger. 16.
16. All right. You use the training that you have from your previous work out in the field, and you're able to stabilize him.
I caress his head softly and I say, wake up, Warlock. The sanctuary hasn't called you back yet.
I kind of just wake up groggily, just like, wow, what the hell happened? I just saw Owen Wilson. I saw Luke Wilson. Oh my god.
So many people.
I wonder how many of the movies have come out.
I do
come
believe
out in Greyhawk.
I do believe the Royal Tenenbaums had their way with you.
All right. Dorian, we're gonna go ahead and say you have 1 HP.
Okay, great.
Perfect. You guys are now out of initiative. You are still in the room that you were in previously, but you do see that the door is open for a room on the other side. The secret door is open for a room on the other side.
Now, which way did this guy go to look for this Shangri-La guy?
He went left.
Like through
Your left.
on the other side of that door, though, right?
Yeah, he was on the other side of the door. He went away from you first, and then he went left.
Yes, Dorian,
Okay.
chug that potion. Chug that potion of healing, Dorian.
Yes.
What do we want to do with the little boy?
Well, I don't swing that way.
Should we at least tie him up?
I told you I don't swing that way. I don't think that we're alone in here. The young boy went to go get his daddy. Perhaps we should be careful. Yes, tie him up.
Alright. We'll tie this kid up and drag his body off to the side a little. Real quick, is anything that these bandits wearing, can I roll perception to see if it's similar to the garments that the dead corpse is wearing?
Go ahead, roll investigation.
Didn't see shit. That is 1.
Yeah, I don't think you saw shit.
It's dark in here.
You think they're both on the same side, and there's a kerfuffle amidst the ranks.
I want to finish tying up this young boy. And
All
then
right.
I want to take some of that wine and splash it on his face to kind of wake him up. Bring him to consciousness.
Yeah.
You know?
Is when you do that, he starts coming back to consciousness. His eyes are fluttering open, and he doesn't really make any coherent words. He's just like, oh.
I wink at Al-Anon and say, then I look back at the young man and I say, unless you want my friend to spout that cold directly in your face right now, tell me who else is behind this door.
I'll tell you anything. I was looking for Sample A and he wasn't there.
Did you say
Sample A?
A?
Sample A? Where's sample B?
Scrambled eggs.
It's not making any sense.
You hit him too hard.
I'm known to do that sometimes. Sample A, huh?
That's how you treat all the people in your nest. For fuck's sake. Well, we have to do something. There's somebody else back there.
Listen, little boy.
Yes, listen, little boy. Or are you talking to me?
Not you. Ellis, out of the
This kid is almost your height.
He's almost crying.
No, he's almost your height. He's almost Ellis's height. He's like
Oh,
5'4".
Listen.
All right, listen, little boy. We're not here to make enemies. Be friends instead. Tell us who
You
you
killed my friends.
They resisted. We had no choice. You attacked us. But you choose to live. Or
Yes. No, live.
die. Okay. Who were you looking for? Who is Sample A?
He runs things around here.
Runs what around here exactly?
The operation. I don't know. I joined it recently. Don't tell me a lot.
When you came back, you said he wasn't in his office. Where else would he be?
He could be upstairs or he could be further in. I didn't have time to check.
Where's his
Dorian.
office?
Dorian, what do you think?
I think we should use a little boy to lure this person.
Oh, you think he swings that way, eh?
You never know.
Well,
Send him out as bait.
Exactly.
maybe have him
Make
call
him-
out.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Go look for him. Maybe there's a secret knock on the door or something at his office. Little sample bee knock.
I grab him around the throat and I say, "You're gonna call out to scrambled eggs, and don't fuck this up. You tell him that we're all dead, and to come out." And I'm gonna do an intimidation on that guy.
All right.
2.
Does anyone want to help him?
Do you understand me?
Yes, I'll help him.
What's the small one saying?
I got an 8.
What's the small one saying?
All right. 8. All right. With an 8, you don't really convince him.
What about
Greatly,
Alan?
but
Al-Anon? Did you
I
roll?
got a 9, but it's not that
Oh,
much.
for fuck's sake. We can't even intimidate somebody. We killed both of his boyfriends and we tied him up and we still can't intimidate this guy.
Pissed him down
All
his leg.
So-
Not intimidated.
Here's what I was going to tell you. You're able to. The check to get him to do this is incredibly low, but the check to get him to do a very good job is higher. You're in a position of power here. You've killed his friends. He's tied. So he will do what you say. But he's not his great informant. So
Well, before he says anything,
Hmm.
maybe we could help motivate him to be a little more scared if we cut off a toe or something. Maybe that'll help increase the intimidation factor, like give us advantage.
Yeah.
all right. Here's what will happen. Just so you know what will happen, you'll get another roll, but his persuasion is going to have disadvantage. If you
What do you think, boys? Maybe chew off a finger or something. Alligator man.
How many gold pieces? Maybe we could offer this little kid some money to get out of here. As I'm speaking to
You want to bribe
Ellis.
this guy? He just tried to kill you.
I mean, I could probably persuade him into doing something. I mean, I'm pretty persuasive.
Because you're so handsome. I
That's
like that.
right.
Yes, let's do that.
All
Give
right.
him some gold. Give him some of your gold. Give him some of your silver. You got a shit ton of it.
All right. We haven't learned this boy's little name. We're just calling him little boy, right?
yes.
All right.
What's your
Listen,
name,
lad.
little boy?
Or is someone actually asking him?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What's your name, little boy?
Michael.
Listen, Michael. We want you to work on our side. I want to see this turn out well for you. I think you're heading down the wrong path. You can leave now after you do our job, and you can separate yourself from this group. If you do this one task for us, we'll give you 3 gold pieces. And you want me to roll persuasion?
Go ahead and roll
All
with advantage.
right.
Go ahead and roll with advantage for your bribe.
Ooh, all right. You guys honestly want to know what landed on this thing?
Yes.
I hope it's not bad.
Oh, it is horrible.
Oh,
one
God.
of them moved. It was 2 1s.
What the fuck?
Let me know when you want the bad cop to enter.
All right. I think we're gonna have to do the bad cop. I try to be nice.
Oh, God.
Well.
Let's get Dorian a chance to intimidate this guy.
Allow me
Look,
to
guys.
introduce my wizard to
Look,
you.
Lizardhead, I can't be bought.
Dorian, please convince the young lad. His
All right, after
testicles
Dorian,
will work.
we're done.
I'll say to Michael, little boy, Michael, if you do what we say, I will personally rape you.
Look at his fingers, like right in the
Damn.
fucking.
I will fucking do it.
Shit, I'm about ready to go knock on Sample A's door.
And guess what? Got a fucking nat 20.
Yeah, the hard 20.
All right. So immediately, Michael bursts into tears. But after a few moments, he's able to collect himself. Without saying a word, he goes into the other room and he starts telling.
He's tied up.
Right. Oh, is he tied up on a string, or is it you've tied up his legs too?
Just his hands.
Just his hands. Okay. So
He's
he.
on like the leash where I could just fucking yank his ass back to me.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. So, just so you know, any visual persuasion is going to have disadvantage if they see him tied up. Because you're telling him to tell him that he's killed all of you.
Well, tell him, Dorian. Tell him what you want him to say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can tell him exactly what you want him to say.
Okay. Do I need a roll for like?
No.
You already rolled that.
You got nat 20. You can tell him. You decide whatever you want him to say.
Okay. All right.
He
So
loves
I tell
giraffes
Michael-
for like.
So I tell Michael, go out there and yell. What's the guy's name again?
San Belay.
Sam Belay.
San Belay. Yeah.
Sam Belay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Michael. You're gonna go out there, and you're going to yell out to Sam Belay. Sam Belay, come quick.
Sam.
San.
formal.
S-A-N.
S-A-N.
S-A-N. San. Yeah. San
Sam.
Belay.
Sam. Yell out to him and tell him that they're intruders. You need to come quick. One of them is still alive.
Hey, Sambo.
Sambo.
All right. I'm going to roll persuasion. All right. So he goes out there. He says exactly what you tell him to say. And you wait for a good 2 minutes. You don't see anyone coming through the door. He's still yelling whatever you asked him to yell. But you don't hear or see anyone come through.
I want to look at the young boy and say, can you think of anything else to say to the man?
He'll yell back, no, and I don't see anyone over here.
Then you'll forgive me for this. And I plunge the short sword right into his neck and drop him at that point.
All right. Michael is no more. You've killed this family of. No, I'm just kidding. You've killed all the bandits. You're still in the room on the side of the secret door that you were on before. You can look into the room. You're able to see a little bit, but you see a bunch of empty cots, a wall along your left-hand side, and that's all you can make out from where you are right now.
We can't see where that office might have been.
You think it's behind that door. Sorry, not the door. The wall on the left, because it doesn't go all the way through to the end.
Alien, what do you think? Should we go around the wall?
What would be around the wall? We should just go into the room.
Aren't we already in the room though?
We're looking down. We're like down the. I take it.
You're not in the room yet. You are in the room you were in previously, so where you landed in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't stepped through the secret door to the.
Oh, I thought we were on the
room
other
that you
side of the
discovered.
secret door. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we know what opened up the door? We don't know where the lever is for that, do we?
No, you haven't seen it.
Okay. Elion, Dorian, I think we should go through and see what's forward.
You talk to yourself in the first person?
Oh, I guess I did.
heard
Ellis and Dorian, I believe we should go through.
Everyone's got all the
This
names
would be a
fucked
good
up, man. This podcast is gonna. No one's gonna be able to understand this podcast. No one knows who we're talking to at any point in time. I almost called Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson. It's.
I
With
refer to
weapons
myself.
drawn, let us step through this portal of death.
So what's the marching?
All right. Yeah, go ahead and give me a marching order. In the meantime, I will pull up the nice blurb for this room.
I will take point because
Okay.
our crunchy wizard should stay in the back.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
All
If
right.
you find yourself in trouble again,
I'm sorry.
Spread
You outed
ketchup.
yourself as a caster right away. They just had to shoot you, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you enter the room, you enter this torchlit chamber. Was once a large cellar. That was once a large cellar, but it has since been converted into living quarters. 10 crude beds stand along the south wall, each with a wooden locker at its foot. A long wooden table, ringed by rickety stools, dominates the center of the room. Metal cutlery, cups, and dirty plates sit atop the table. A cook stove is installed near the table, and evidence of recently cooked meals sits on top of it. A large ham hangs from a loop of twine near the stove. A sturdy set of stairs leads to a trapdoor in the ceiling above. There are 2 wooden doors in the east side of the room.
like, are they on like one northeast and one southeast, or are they like just in the east wall?
So the doors,
Yeah.
right? So, so the on the left-hand side, the east wall I mentioned does not go all the way to the end. It goes 20 feet, and then it turns again to the left and goes further. Where it just turned to the left, a door there, so facing north effectively, and the wall comes back down south again, and at the end of that wall where it meets the southern wall, a door that heads east.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Take the door in the north or take the door in the east?
There's also
North.
a trap door.
Yeah.
What's
there's
that?
trap- There's
Which way was he calling towards?
it just looked like in this room, wasn't it?
It just looks like he went into this particular area. You couldn't tell whether he went north after he got into the spot. You couldn't tell if he went north or to the eastern door. You can try and investigate and see if there's any evidence as to which one he tried.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. I want to investigate the north corridor just to see if I could find out if there's anything like heavy traffic on the floor down there. If it looks like there's footprints that have trampled through there.
Okay.
Uh,
And then is anyone investigating the other door, or is it you're just watching Ellis do his work?
I want to
8.
look at the
Eight?
Yeah.
the trap door.
I do good with attacking. I just can't seem to investigate or intimidate with that fucking shit.
Okay, Junior. So something that this blurb did not mention is that the trapdoor, again, is on the ceiling, likely leading back up to the house, and it is on the western side of the room. So you're gonna be pretty far from everyone else, just so you know.
Okay. So what other doors to the?
There's one door to the east.
Okay, I'll check that door to the east.
Okay. So while you're checking that, Ellis, the northern door, you can't tell whether someone has used it recently. It looks a little bit nicer than the eastern door, but the most that you can really gather with an 8. What did you get, Alan on?
I got investigation. That is a 9. I
9.
got a -1. Damn it! I got a -1.
All right. You look at the door. You don't really notice too much, but you do see some symbols carved onto the right-hand side of the doorknob. But you can't really make tell of what they are. It looks like pictographs.
Ellis, is there any drawings on your door?
Oh, let me fix my glasses here.
No,
I
there are no
see?
drawings.
No.
Hmm. There appears to be drawings on this door.
Would you like me to put some on this one too?
If you like.
Very well.
I don't know if they, as you're drawing, I don't know if they're symbolic for anything.
You
Put
can
the pen in my
investigate
mouth.
those if you want. You can
All right.
investigate the drawing.
What do you like, history or investigation?
Yeah, you can do history or you can do investigation.
I'll
Either
do
one works.
history.
Okay.
And that is a 11.
11.
Fuck.
That is
Oh man.
that is not good, but it is good enough, barely. You can't tell what these say per se, but you believe it to be thieves' cant.
Oh, thieves can't, huh?
Yeah,
Tell us.
you've run into stuff like this before on previous missions that your god has sent you on. You've always had to every once in a while cross with unscrupulous thieves. So you recognize that this has to be thieves' cant.
I'm going to call my good friend, the thief, Ellis, over. And as I call him over, I actually kind of want to take out some parchment and kind of draw out.
Did you say something, my friend?
Yes, Ellis, look at these markings. I think they might mean something to you.
Oh yes, I have seen these before. They say.
All right. So
Wait, can
when
Ellis
you
read?
look at this door, you see 3 symbols on the right-hand side of the doorknob, and they read from top to bottom. There are 2, and then a gap, and then a third one. So the first one you see is the trail and path a B, and then a B at the end of the trail. The second symbol you see is a lycanthrope in middle of his transformation. Then there's the gap, and then after that you see a skull. And so looking at this, you're able to interpret some things from it. So normally you see this bee by itself, obviously it could mean bee, honey, or honey pot. So the last one is normally something you'd have to worry about. But when it was combined with the lycanthrope, really it means beware. And
Beware.
yeah,
Beware,
so yeah,
like
the
werewolf.
lycanthrope, so the werewolf, right? And then there's the gap, so you know it's a new word to be considering. And then is the skull. So the skull is problematic for you because it can mean any number of things, and there's nothing here to help you out. So the skull could mean pirates, the undead, death, necromancer, any of those things. So you don't have a very a good idea on the exact thing it is, but you know that it says beware and something bad.
Is
I
there a
would like
door
to solve
handle
the-
on this thing?
There is a door handle. These markings are actually next to the door handle on the right-hand side of it.
I want to do an investigate and see if I could detect any traps on the door handle or anything that's modified with it if I could.
Go for it.
Oh yeah. Would that be perception?
Yeah, you can use perception or investigate, whichever you like.
23.
23. So you give the door handle a pretty good once over, twice over, and you're able to determine that there's no real traps here, but you also determine that these bandits probably did not use this door very much. It doesn't look as worn as the door handle on the northern door that you investigated earlier. It just looks like people did not want to go in here.
You notice the tarnish on the handle? They didn't use this doorknob that often. I don't think they went into this room for whatever reason this is.
Could it be the captain's? Could be.
No. This tells me that there was very little traffic going through this door, if no traffic at all.
What about the symbols?
It says beware of some kind of a danger. It doesn't really specify the danger. It could be death, undead. It could be pirates. It could be somebody with missing teeth. Maybe somebody's grandma lives behind the door, for all I know.
That would explain why no one went in it.
Yes, Nana needs her rest.
Dorian, how you doing back there?
As I'm listening to this play out, I just say out loud, like, all right, guys, I don't think we should go in this door. Doesn't seem like, whatever's behind that door wants us to come in. Or maybe they're trying to warn us. I don't know. I think we should take the other door and see where that leads to.
I believe Dorian's correct on this one.
Now, you said that there was a trapdoor in the ceiling, right? How
Yeah.
does the trapdoor come down, by the way? Is there like a pull lever?
It actually looks like it would open upwards.
Oh, okay. So there's no... Okay. I just want to see if there's anything underneath it that might indicate that somebody had pushed it open and exited out the top.
I mean, you see scuff marks up and down the stairs, so it looks like the stairs have been used. Based on that, you can assume that someone is opening and closing that door or going
Could have
through
just
it.
been like one of their main ways of getting in and out.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Well, there's nothing at the other door, so I say trap door since we're all gonna head that way.
Well, we've got the other hallway, though.
Oh,
wanna go-
that's right. It was a little dark on my side, so I didn't see the other door.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't go that way. Thank you. You cracking your neck for that one. Let's go to the other door.
So you want to open the northern door, right? Is that correct?
Well, I want to go to it first and
Okay.
investigate that door as well.
Go for it.
12?
Wait,
Nope. Sorry. Investigate, right?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. 8.
8. You don't notice any traps.
Hey, that's clear. Go ahead. Wow.
All right, I'm gonna back him up on that.
Go for it.
18.
You do not notice any traps.
did not notice any traps. All right.
It's a subtle intonation.
All right. I'm going to. The door's not open at this point. We just established there's no traps.
No, you've just had two people staring very closely at the doorknob this entire
Just eyeballing it.
for a good minute and a half. Ellis has been staring at this doorknob, and then Dorian comes over, looks at it for 6 seconds, and says, "Seems fine to me."
All right. I am with my sword in my hand. I'm gonna open the door.
All right, you open the door, and I've got a nice little blurb for you again.
Ooh.
Unlike the barracks, this small room holds comfortable furnishing and appears to be well cared for. A comfortable looking bed in the northwest corner has a wooden locker at its foot. A small wooden table sits against the east wall with a padded leather chair beside it. On the table, a brass 3-branch candlestick with 3 burning candles provides the room with bright light. The candles, though not fresh, are far from spent. Under the table is a small wooden box and an unlit bullseye lantern with a movable shutter over the lens. On the shelf above the table sits 3 books. In the northeast corner is a closed wooden wardrobe.
How big is the wardrobe?
The wardrobe looks like it could fit
A person?
2 Michaels.
2 Michaels. That's a pretty
2
decent
Michaels.
wardrobe.
It's 2 Michael big wardrobe.
Yeah, Michael is pretty tall.
What do the handles look like on the wardrobe to open it up?
Little sculptured Michael carvings. No, they
Are
are.
they handles or not?
They're handles.
So I want to take one of my short swords and slip it through
Okay.
the handles.
Got it. You do so.
Okay. And then I want to knock on it.
It knocks back.
You knock on it, and there's no
Scrambled eggs.
response. There's no response.
Well, perhaps we should light this on fire.
Wait. Before you light it on fire, I want to walk over to where the 3 books are and
All right.
look at the books.
All right. So we've got 3 books here. You don't need to investigate. I was about to make you investigate, but
So I just
there
rolled
is
really fucking awesome. So
the first book is a book concerning Asmodeus and his minions. The second book is a naval almanac listing the tide times for the area of the coast around Saltmarsh. And the third book is a book of erotic poetry. It's fully illustrated.
Ooh. What volume?
Let's see. It's Shins of Sin 13.
Shins of Sin.
that's going down. Of
I
sin.
had this book. I never finished it. Couldn't get past the second chapter.
The
It
second
wasn't
book was
boring. I just couldn't get past that chapter.
Able Nomad what? Abled what? The second book?
Naval tide time.
It's a naval almanac. It lists the tide intervals in the area near where you are currently, so near Saltmarsh.
But Asmodeus. Yes.
Yeah. When Dorian sees that book about Asmodeus, he kind of just grabs the book immediately and just kind of takes it away and kind of stashes it right away. Just doesn't say anything about it though.
I'll do the same with the erotic one.
Alion just makes a note of which books they took. I actually want to go in the naval
Closet?
book.
Junior, sorry, quick question. Are you aware who Asmodeus is?
Not currently. Maybe my player does.
Okay, your character, well, you're the player, so the answer to that question is no. But the character, your character would. Asmodeus is, it's like the equivalent of the devil in our world.
Evil.
Evil. Yeah, he's the king of devils because that's technically a species.
I'm watching you, Dorian. All right. We'll come back around to that in a little bit.
Let's get back to that erotic one.
Let's get to what's on page 76. No. Inside the.
Wait. And then, does anyone open any of their books to take a quick peek?
I want to open mine to take a quick peek.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll do
Or is
the
it just
same.
you?
No.
Okay, so it's just the two of you.
I'll open mine. Thumb
Okay.
through it
So,
slowly.
Alanon, when you open the book, it's just a regular almanac. There's some notes in the margins. That's about it. But when Ellis opens his book, a small pamphlet falls out.
Oh.
There we go.
The
That's
Reader's Digest version of this.
That's right.
So
It's a fold-out.
it's a single parchment and it's folded in half right now, so you can't see what's on the inside.
I will
It doesn't look like it's too much.
slowly open up this parchment and read it to
Okay.
myself.
Does anyone speak Goblin?
No.
What do I speak here?
Yeah. Speak
I don't
common and draconic.
Common and Orc. That's
Common
it.
and Orc. Okay, Orc is not too different, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and roll history. But it looks to be there are a number of words here, and then a number of word Goblin.
6. I got it, didn't I?
Nailed it.
You did not get it, but it has about half,
Sweet did.
half the words are in common and half the words are in Goblin. Take
Like what? It's like half this video. It's in common and in something else I don't understand at all.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also like simple. So examples of some of the words in there are stop, fight, lift, come, kill, stuff like that.
Come. Well, that's why I was in the erotic one.
Yeah.
Come, wipe.
Smear.
Jerk. Tug. Well,
All
Snake.
well, I can't make heads or tails of this. Perhaps you shouldn't have killed Michael.
Well, Michael's gone now, so I'll put my book into my satchel, and then I want to walk over to the footlocker by the bed.
All right.
Knowing that we're probably dealing with bandits and they've created a headquarters in this basement,
Mhm.
I would like to check for traps before opening the footlocker.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation, and we'll go ahead and do that for. It's gonna be both your trap check and the check for what you find in there.
Okay, so here's for checking for traps. Yeah, that's something better. That is a 17.
Ooh.
Okay, so when you're checking for traps, you look all through it, and you're able to see that there aren't any traps, but you're able to see that based on the construction, there's a very high likelihood that this particular footlocker has a secret compartment.
Okay. So I'm going to open it up and pretty much dump out everything out onto the floor so we could all kind of see it and look for, false bottoms and whatnot.
Okay.
False bottoms.
False bottoms.
Spank that bottom.
That erotica book.
So you tip it over and you don't find any treasure per se. There's cloaks and clothes, things of that nature, a scarf.
Letters.
Letters that aren't really of much consequence, but you do see a small inlet that looks like you could put a finger there and push a button to open up the bottom part of the footlocker.
Okay. Cautiously, I'm going to push the button.
Okay. You push the button, and then when you pull up, you reveal the secret compartment. Inside are 2 parchment and a black leather-bound tome.
Dildo. Black leather dildo.
And that's
All right.
really all you find in the compartment.
Okay. I am. Should we do this here? Now, I'll just stuff it into my bag for now and we'll just continue on.
Okay.
Well, we still have the wardrobe to deal with.
It is. Maybe he might be still hiding in there. Actually, did you check for any secret compartments in there?
I haven't opened it yet.
Hold on, let's open that bad boy up.
All right. I take my sword out of the handles and I open it up.
All right.
Ready to kill any motherfucker that pops out. Or
I think
doesn't
this is where
pop
we end the session.
out. And I raise my sword's end. Cut the black.
Cut the black.
Cut the black. Well, damn, Koosh.
All right. Are we at an hour? How much did we record?
We're just over an hour, but I think some of it we had like 9 minutes of getting together and talking and stuff. So
Getting little Michael to speak.
109 right now.
All right.
I like it. All right. So,
Well, does anybody have anything to say before we end the session? Or as we end the session, I should say?
I feel like I shouldn't say anymore.
Well, not with an attitude like that, you shouldn't.
I think we're going to find sample C in there.
Salmonella's going to be there.
So his name was San Belay.
San Belay, yeah.
Sam Belay.
Stupid fucking name.
He sounds like a